What they experimented on me in Area 51 and turned me into this monster. It was one of the first experiments carried out in Area 51 just after the Second World War, when this area of Nevada was designated as a military and scientific base. A group of scientists, including Albert Western, wanted to find out how radiation affected humans to see how we could withstand or survive nuclear wars or disasters. But for that, they needed a volunteer who would subject themselves to all kinds of radiation, experiments, and tests. Since they obviously couldn't find any volunteers, I, Albert Western's daughter, decided to volunteer for the experiment so that my father could continue his research, because that was his dream. If you're enjoying the story, follow the Immortal Memories account for more content. Gradually, I was subjected to extremely high doses of radiation, all kinds of experiments, and all of that took a toll on my appearance. I lost my hair, my skin wrinkled, hardened, and my face deformed. I couldn't control my emotions, I had lost all my intelligence, and I moved solely by instinct. I had turned into a true monster. When my father realized what he had turned his daughter into with his own experiments, the sorrow was so great that he had no choice but to devote himself to taking care of me. And he asked the other members of the group of scientists to please take care of his daughter. But what they actually did was release me into the Nevada desert to die of hunger. At least, this is one of the theories circulating about Area 51. But what do you think happens in Area 51? Experiments with human military and extraterrestrials. Leave your theory in the comments.
An infested rat squeezed into my butthole. It all started when I was walking down the street, unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Suddenly, an infected rat ran towards me. Before I could react, the rat ran up my leg and found my bum and forced its way inside, squeezing its repulsive body through the vulnerable entrance. I felt a sharp, nauseating pain as it burrowed into my flesh, invading my body with its contagious infection. Fear consumed me as I realized the gravity of the situation. The rat's infected presence within me meant that its vile diseases were spreading rapidly throughout my system. Panic surged through my veins as I grappled with the horrifying reality of what was happening. Days turned into a nightmarish blur as the infection took hold. I felt the rat moving around inside of me. My body grew weak and my wound became inflamed with a sickly red hue. I sought medical help. But the prognosis was grim. The rat's relentless assault had unleashed a wave of devastation within me. Despite the efforts of doctors, my condition deteriorated rapidly. The infection overwhelmed my immune system, leaving me helpless against its merciless onslaught. With a heavy heart, I accepted the inevitable outcome.